Why did that teacher get fired from your school? Students laughed. She ate toothpaste. Turns out she was an alcoholic trying to cover her breath. 9 out of 10 alcoholics recommend Crest TM. Oof. He was a wonderful, friendly and handsome teacher. This girl had a crush. Some bitch told the teacher about this girl's crush. The teacher felt awkward and avoided her eyes from then on. Girl got hurt. Complained to the principal that he was being creepy with her. All the heads, which included my father, were called for a meeting with him. He got sick of defending himself. Shouted "fuck you" and left the school. They fired him before he could hand out his resignation. When it's the kid's fault is the worst. Dating a 16-year-old female student, he was also a PE teacher. It's always the PE teachers. I still think about this all the time. The assistant principal that kicked me out school for smoking weed, got arrested for picking up a prostitute, then fired. Pot will ruin your life, huh? Explained elasticity by pulling the bra straps of a girl. Another one for having relationship with a girl from 8th grade, 14 yo. Hey Susie, come here so I can explain the female reproduction to the class. Sir, but you haven't explained the male one yet. Size and unzips pant. You made me physically cringe. One of my high school teachers was caught on to catch a predator. Was it the getting my ass kicked got? Staring at the girls' asses while they were doing squats. Geez man. He was just making sure they had good form. Susie, your panties are in a bunch here, let me fix them, this is a joke, don't hurt me. A teacher gave alcohol to some students in a field trip out of the country. They students were 16 to 17 and they asked if they could order beer. Later they took photos and it was all over Facebook. This was years after I graduated, but rumors spread quickly. If the teacher is being cool, don't post it on Facebook and get them fired. Rule number 1 of field trips. His laptop was connected to the projector and he accidentally opened porn. At my middle school, a science teacher got fired for throwing a desk, or at least attempting to, at another student, and a computer teacher got fired for calling a kid a bitch. At my high school, a special ed teacher got fired for dealing weed to students. The PE/coach was a serious gambling addict, and then one day a bunch of sketchy people showed up to the gym looking for him in the middle of the day, even though he wasn't around. They had to fire him because they didn't know what sort of retaliation the dudes were after and didn't want the kids involved or as witnesses. She let a student wear a KKK costume for Historical Figure Day. He was the golf team's coach. During a state championship, he was driving a golf cart around for no apparent reason, but he was always a bit odd, so people left it alone. He eventually crashed the cart in a ditch and suffered minor injuries. It was later revealed that he ate too many edibles and was then fired from the district. Our team won the championship and English class was a wreck after that. One of the teachers everyone liked got fired because a girl slapped a guy across the face, and you could hear him laughing in the background, and then at the end you see him walking away hunched over holding in laughter. The person who filmed it, posted it online and the somehow identified his voice and blurry figure, and he was fired within the week. Let all the students who were not in honors trash the classroom and be loud, and made the honors students actually do work. When we complained about it, his response would be, "Life's not fair." Then one day he taught the boys how to get to porn websites on the school computers during class, and one of the students told another teacher. Got fired immediately and had a sub come in for the rest of the year. Back in elementary school, the principal got fired for punching a kid's mom, because she did not buy anything from the school fundraiser. Our teacher would make us have ruler wars. It's exactly what it sounds like. Bunch of 4th graders hitting themselves with rulers. He was caught growing weed in a hidden portion under his house. Blamed it on renters and was later convicted. Funniest part is he was vehemently against kids smoking, and if you came to class high or smelling of weed he would rip you a new one. If you gave him a football t-shirt he would change your grade. Went to a private school. One day we got a new teacher who it turns out was not an actual teacher but had stolen another teacher's identity. Apparently the man who did this did it to form our class into a band so we could play at a show and beat his former band who had kicked him out. Long story short, he got fired, but the class found where he lived and went and played the show anyway. Our parents showed up and got to see us play. It was pretty cool. School of Rock. 1 banged a student. 2 sold weed to students. 3 liked crack. Did anyone ever blackmail him for a passing grade? Multitasker. We went on a school trip to Europe and our teacher chaperone left a student behind in Amsterdam. Told a girl in our class to button up her shirt because he was getting hard. We were shocked when those words came out. Didn't see for the remainder of high school. My middle school principal got fired once because she helped students cheat on the state exam. Rumor had it German teacher was embezzling money from the school, but for the track record we have in more convinced he was diddling a student, and so that created a series of unfortunate events that ultimately lead to my favorite teacher of all time. Hey guys, don't forget to like and subscribe for new videos.